Hey, y'all, Coach Curtis here. The video you're about to watch is the program info for Mindset U. So, just gonna preface that this program might not be for everybody. You might have a good routine, you might have a way you do things, and this program is built for athletes, for families, for people who need a little bit of guidance, and really want all the tools to reach their goals. The way I go about this program is it's my way, built upon things I've learned from phenomenal coaches, from phenomenal people in my life. And I wish I had this when I was in high school, when I was in college, a community, something away from my team. And I think it's important sometimes to have this because we can't always go to our coach, we can't always go to our baseball or soccer or sports manager with these problems. We can, but we feel like we don't want to. We don't want to show that certain side of us. We want to perform, and I get that. I've been a manager of a team and a performance coach at the same time, and it doesn't really work. Your coaches need to be your coaches. Physical sport, your performance coaches have to be your performance coaches. You need somebody to go to. So that's very, very much why I'm doing this, because I know outside your sport, you need help and you need people. You need support, and that's what this community is. And there's a lot of foundational pieces in here that are going to help a lot of families, a lot of players, a lot of parents, and I'm excited for you to see this. So if you're interested, this is a Zoom of me doing the intro for a handful of the people that could attend today. A lot of people couldn't attend today because it's 9 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. But this is it. Again, might be for you, might not be for you. I'm unapologetically myself. I do my best to stay politically correct and say all the right things, but I am myself. If you know me, it's all good. It's fun. Again, enjoy. If you have any questions, hit me up. Coach at curtispelche.ca or Instagram or any way you want to message me. Okay, here you go. So, Mindset U. This is the new format for all things mindset, mental performance. Okay, I want to start with that. This is all mindset, mental performance, scheduling, everything that we do outside of physical work for the game. Okay. So, I've spent a long time doing this, and I've done it one-on-one, and I've done it more with just the players. And I want to change the format here for full accountability, for full transparency. Basically, I want to get parents involved. Okay. It's a big piece to this because it's a big investment for them. Okay. They're investing in you. And with that being said, there seems to be a lot of communication, me with the player, then me with the athlete, then the athlete with the parent. And I feel like sometimes the lines of communication they get mucked up a little bit sometimes. And we're pretty close to being on the same page, but this is how we get on the same page. Okay. So, what do I want to talk about here? Parents always ask, hey, how's he doing? How's it going? From my perspective, a lot of the times, hey, it's going great. Everything seems good. They're saying the right things. What I see is they're doing the right things. I see them checking boxes, but I'm not at the house. I don't see the other stuff. And then the parent doesn't say anything. And then sometimes it gets to a boiling point, and then the parent calls me, and I'm like, oh, I had no idea that was going on. These are all things that matter when it comes to sports. It's kind of the how you do anything is how you do everything mentality with this. So what we're going to be doing is we have a long list of things we're going to be working on in this. And this is not a quick fix. This is a lifestyle. This is a full-on lifestyle, and it's probably not for everybody. So I know the people that are currently in the U are dialed in and ready to roll. And there'll be some hand holding to start because there's some new systems involved. So Slack, need you to join the Slack if you haven't. If you're getting an error message, please let me know. And it could be because you have an old channel and I have to resend a new link. So If that's the case, just let me know, like Cooper did, Aiden did as well, and that's fine. In the Slack group, I'm going to share the Slack group on my screen here, and we're just going to walk through it. Okay, this is where the Zoom link always is. It's always right here. Okay, so you never have to go digging around in emails. It's always right here. All right, we're going to have breathing guides are going to be posted here. So they're going to be guided breathing, okay? Things that you can do on your own time. Cooper, how you doing? I can see your face really close here. Daily forms. This is an important one, okay? This is part of checking boxes, okay? And I'm going to get into how we're going to have accountability with this shortly after I go through all this. So I'm going to go through the AM form. Let me click on it. Okay, we're going to go to questions. So this is the AM form. So I'm going to walk through what I expect and how we want to fill these out. Okay, so we go through, you put your name in, put your date. It gives you an option of the date. What time were you in bed last night? All right, just always be honest. There's no right or wrong here. These are things we need to take into consideration. What time you woke up. Now your daily goals, this is what I want to get into right away. Your daily goals is not have a great day. Your daily goals is not do stuff this week. We need to have an intentional goal that we can accomplish in the day. So it's get all my chores done, or do 500 push-ups, or something that you can accomplish. Okay, we want to have an outcome, a little outcome goal for the day that we knock out. So sometimes it's doing things that are hard, doing things that you don't like. Is usually what we're going to put in that daily goal. All right. And we'll go through those daily goals once we start having our player meetings. Okay. We'll start to share those. Okay. We'll start to post our daily goals in Slack. All right. And we can see each other's goals. We can push each other towards our goals. We can all be a part of each other's goals. Right. We're not just holding on to these goals for ourselves. Have I gone through my Slack and my schedule and am ready for today? Yes or no? I mean, it's very straightforward. You go into your Google Calendar, you go through it, you make sure it's all airtight. You go through your Slack, you check all the Slack channels, make sure there's nothing new. Boom. Okay, there's a new assignment in there. Okay, great. I'll schedule to do that at 4 o'clock today. Great, awesome. I'll usually put how long it takes too. This will only take you 10 minutes. This will only take you 20 minutes. So then you can schedule it accordingly. All right. And there's just usually little short videos, little questions in there, things for you to watch and do. I will be on the Zoom today. Yes or no? Yes. No. And that's fine. If you can't, no problem. I have camp. I have practice. I'm out of service area. I'm on vacation, whatever it may be. Okay. What I'm grateful for today. That's up to you. Something on my mind I need to deal with. You know, this one you can be as honest as you want here. If you want to deal with something, let's deal with it. All right, whether it be school, girls, boys, whatever, teammates, anything like that. Okay, it can be anything you're dealing with, parents, whatever. Okay, that's what I'm here for. All right, these forms are completely confidential between me and the player. I do not share these. Okay, unless it's something pretty hardcore where you potentially might hurt yourself. Okay, if you're really getting to a place here. Emotional feeling today. I had my shoelaces, best I've ever felt. Okay. How do you feel today? Physical feeling today. Walking is a chore, going to set new personal records. We want to know how we're feeling today. Okay, I'm getting a grade out of this so we can track it through the week, through the months, and see how you're feeling. And then compare it to other times. Compare it to your workload. We can see how you're always feeling. I can assure you as athletes, you're usually never going to be a 10. There's always going to be something ailing. I have a choice to be my best self today. I have a choice to do everything it takes to achieve my goal. I will make the right choice for me today. F yeah, or no, I'm going back to bed. All right, pretty straightforward. All right, I'm going to go to the PM form. Can you guys see my screen still? Coop, can you see the PM form up here? Yeah. Okay, this will be kept confidential. Did I execute my schedule today? It's a simple yes or no. It's not almost. It's not. If you didn't execute it fully, then it's a no. Schedule notes. What was difficult or what was great? Tell me what was hard about the schedule today. Tomorrow's goals. Let's lay out tomorrow's goals. Let's get them done. Let's have them in our mind when we're going to bed. What am I going to accomplish tomorrow? Have I gone through my Slack and schedule and have everything executed? So we're basically, this is where we do our well, better, how. We go through our Slack, we go through our schedule. What did I do well? What could I do better? How am I going to do it? Okay. Am I ready for tomorrow? Ready for tomorrow means, is my lunch packed? Are my clothes ready? Do I have a game tomorrow? Are my pants there? Is all the stuff I need there? We're not leaning on parents anymore. Okay. We're taking care of business here. If no, please explain. Why are you not ready for tomorrow? This is your well, better, how on the day based on your schedule. What did I do well? What can I do better? How am I going to do it? All right. This is how we end our day. Emotional feeling today. Same. Physical feeling today. Same. Same one. My choices tonight will dictate my day tomorrow. Even the smallest choice can change the course of my progress. Do I understand? Sir, yes, sir. Huck to a no. Okay, so straightforward forms. It shouldn't take long at all. Not a lot of typing. More clicking than typing. Okay, so I'm going to stop the share. All right, and I'm trying to have a little bit of fun as we do this, obviously. You know, I forgot I'm probably going to share this out with a lot of people. So people are going to be like, oh my gosh, this guy's crazy. But a little bit. Okay. Next is the parent group for parents. There's going to be a parent-only Slack channel in this, okay? And I would love if all the parents could be in here because this is where they're going to find out how you're doing. It's going to be simple. It's going to be a check. It's going to be a look. Hey, okay, I'm going to go check my kid's progress. No different than school. Again, it's an investment here. We want to see how they're doing. We want to see what we're getting for our investment right now. Are they progressing? So you will be graded weekly, 20 to 80 scale, just like baseball. All right, I'll send out a grading scale. I'll put that in the parents only group. I'll put that in the players only group so you guys can see it and how it works. Things you're going to be graded on: your schedule, okay, your goal setting, your health awareness, your discipline, communication, your forms, how often you're doing your forms. Are you doing your forms? Your Zoom attendance, your communication, all of that. It's all going to be graded. Okay, it's all going to be graded, and it's going to be put in there for your parents to see. So now, it's not like your parents to see it. It'll be like, hey, he says he's doing this, but he's not. So it's like, okay, we need to do this. We have to be a full community here. There has to be full transparency for all of this. Because if not, then, you know, the accountability side can get lost, right? And there's another one that we're adding in there actually on the Slack. It's the let me go back to the Slack here actually. Okay, so daily forms we went over. I'm up. Put a check mark when you get up. All right, so one of the first things you do, that's it. You go in here and you put a check mark. Mental performance discussions. All right, this is the first video. All right, so we're going to watch that and we're going to talk about it. Again, I haven't assigned anything yet. Non-negotiables. Exercise 45 minutes outside of team or organized training. If you don't have team or organized training, then it's 2 times 45 minutes. All right, so 90 minutes of some kind of physical activity during the day, whether it be walking, whether it be riding your bike, whether it be shooting hoops, whether it be taking hacks, whatever it is, we need to move. Gallon of water a day. Okay, Canadians about 4 liters. Okay? You're gonna be peeing a lot, but get into the habit. Water. You know, maybe a little less than that for some of you. You know, we'll try. We'll see what we can do. Follow a diet. Now, I'm not giving you a specific diet to follow because it's not how it works. Everybody does things different. Everybody has different goals. Everybody has different needs. But what we need to establish, and we will establish it, is what our body needs individually. And then we need to follow that. And we don't need to be cheating on it. Because what we're doing here again is we're setting ourselves up for success down the road. It's not so much about today. I'll tell you a little story. When I was in college, okay, I was dialed in, but my dad's a chef, right? So I was always eating so much. My dad's like, here, eat. Grade 11, grade 12, eat. But it was always very healthy. I didn't have control over what I was eating. My dad was always giving me very healthy food, good pastas, good veg, good proteins, good everything, and I would eat a lot of it. And I wasn't super aware of what was going in my body. I was just shoveling it in. So I got to school in Texas, and all of a sudden there's a buffet, and it's a junior college buffet. So we're talking chicken fried steak, baked potato bar, French fries, like Jello, like everything you could think of, everything that you could fit in a deep fryer went in there. I put on some bad weight when I got there, real quick, and it slowed me down. So that was a habit, right? I had a habit of eating, which is fine, but I wasn't aware of what I was eating all the time. Okay. Read 10 pages minimum of nonfiction per day. So whether that's, baseball, things about baseball training or mental performance or anything other than fiction. Fill out AM and PM forms. Check Slack in the AM, PM, notifications on. 8 hours sleep minimum, bed made when you wake up. All right? Just make your bed. Room clean and chores done without asking. We'll go through your chore list individually. We'll check those boxes with your parents as well. Okay? Daily screen time shot posted in screen time channel before bed with apps used. We're going to get an idea of how much you're on your phone. Right? How much is your screen time affecting what you're doing? Or how much isn't it? And your Google Calendar updated daily. Let's eliminate the white spaces in Google Calendar. Okay. So those are the non-negotiable. This will be a parents only. This will be questions for the group. This will be screen time, visualization. We're going to have visualization tools in here for you to look at, and we will go through with the players and then back to the Zoom. Okay. This is where you can DM, you can direct message other players or parents or people, have chats with them if you want. Okay. Or me. You don't have to put everything in public groups. You can message me directly. Okay. So we're going to try to keep everything to Slack moving forward. All right. So we have everything in one place. Is that tater tot? Or no, that's kale. It's lettuce. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen. So basically, what we're doing here is I've created a place for you to check your boxes. Okay. And again, this is for mental. This is for mindset. This is for a growth mindset. This is for your focus. This is, to learn as a group what we're going through with approach, with discipline, with everything involved in performance outside of the physical. Okay. We will not be going over much physical in here. We will be doing that one-on-one. Okay. Majority of you have programs with me that we're working through things one-on-one. Coop, I just hit with you at the field. Sam, I'm working on your catching stuff today. I'm working on your kind of off-season programming today. LA, we've been working on some stuff. Yeah, so if you have the program, then great. If we need to talk about a program, then we need to talk about a program. This is a closed group, right? It's only for you guys. It's only for the parents and the players who are in the U. All right. We'll have guest coaches coming in. Okay. Now with the Zooms, right now I schedule them at 9 a.m. Pacific. I know that might be difficult. Sam, was it 12:20 there? Right. So we might have to flip-flop some days where we make it earlier for Pacific. I know Aiden's in Saskatchewan, LA's in New York. We have people everywhere that are different time zones. So we'll get our feet wet with it to start, but we might have to go later, earlier. But this is where we'll start to talk as a community, as a group. Parents, we will have some parent Zooms to go over some things as well. Again, if you have questions of what's going on, parents, we put it in the Slack. We put it in the parent Slack channel. Parents, I'll invite you in there. Players, I'll invite you into the players only. We keep it to Slack. We keep Slack as much as we can for the mental side. With other things, with the physical parents, with stuff that we're working on, our main mode of communication we already have, whether it be text or email, is fine. I'm used to kind of jumping around, but it is nice to have everything live in one place. Um, we will be going through the navigation of recruiting through this. You'll know in the podcast that I'm currently doing, that is one of the main topics. The podcast was built for you guys. I mean, it's fun. It's fun for me. I get to talk to baseball guys every day, but the questions I'm asking are geared towards what you're trying to do. All right, the podcast was built for you guys. It's me trying to reinforce what I'm saying with other people confirming it, saying, yeah, or here, do this one instead, or here's a new trick, or here's what we're looking for. We're currently, we're not looking for that. Kill, you good, dude? You an earthquake or what? Big time, big thing here. I want to really confirm is that this is community focused, right? This is team focused. We're going to gain so much by doing this together. All right. We're going to have fun doing this together. I know that one-on-one sometimes it can be tough. It can be tough to do things when we have this community, when we're all working to a common goal, when we're all sharing what we're doing mentally, when we're all sharing our struggles. I know everybody struggles with the same things. Everybody can talk about it. We can all share what we're doing to get through it. Let me just look at my notes here. For the parents, we're going to have our discussions here, but I think what's very important and what I love the most is feedback. Feedback as to how things are working for the athlete in the house, for the athlete with their schedule, and making adapting a little bit, or for me having to go, no, we need to keep pushing here. I know it doesn't seem comfortable, but that's part of this. I talked about it a little bit the other day. Is kind of how the brain works, in a sense of your brain will tell you to stop doing things if it's not comfortable, if it feels at risk. Your brain's telling you, hey, your body's at risk here. You need to stop. We need to slowly learn how to push through that, but in increments. I'm not getting you to run an ultra marathon tomorrow, right? Or even a marathon or a half marathon, right? Let's start small. Hey, Coop, today hitting. There were some uncomfortable things you were doing, right? But you got to push through it. The brain has to, when people say, hey, don't think up there, no, we need to think. And this is where we're going to learn how to think. You're going to learn what to think, how to reference what to think. When we're in tough, pressure-packed environments or situations, ultimately it's a choice to feel pressure or not. You can have tools to go back to, for Ale, for Aiden. We've been writing things in our helmets, right? We've talked about, hey, what makes you feel calm? Where are you your best self? What kind of hitter do you want to be? For one, it was the batting cage. It's like that's where it felt the most calm. So we wrote batting cage in the helmet. So in between pitches, like, yeah, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to look at it. Batting cage, batting cage. Okay, batting cage. Okay, that's where the mind is. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about what I do in the batting cage. For another, it's like, try to hit the ball 600 feet because I'm not aggressive enough, right? So it's like you're looking in your helmet. It's like a vision board in a sense. Look in your helmet. Oh man, okay, I got to get fired up here. I got to get fired up. Oh, I got to get fired up. Like it's so different for everybody based on how we think, based on what the situation calls for. That's what we need to eliminate. We need to get back to process. Right? So we're going to learn a lot about process goals. Outcome goals are outcome goals. We know what they are. We want to get hits. We want to hit the ball hard. We want to get to college. We want to win these things. Those are all outcome goals. How you get there is trusting your process, creation of your process. And that's something we're going to be doing here. I posted a new podcast yesterday with Coach Eddie Smith. A really good one. Eddie he's a dude. He's in the NWAC. He won a bunch of championships at Lower Columbia, coached at Notre Dame, coached at Virginia, coached at Tulane, coached at LSU. Right now he's a head coach at Utah Valley. Like, Talk about a resume. Talk about a guy who knows, who's been there. And he said some cool things, right? It begins before it begins. That was the biggest one that I took from that. Right? It begins before it begins. And this is what we're doing. Right? You're beginning before the game begins. You're beginning before your journey begins. You're beginning before college begins. Soon as you wake up, right? You guys are in this not because you just, because you just think baseball's cool and fun. It is cool and fun. It's awesome. But you guys have big goals, and I know all of your goals. And all of your goals are big, and they require a little bit more than what most do. Honestly, a lot more. It's a lifestyle. It's a real lifestyle to get to the goals that you guys have. But it's going to be hard for you to immerse yourself in that lifestyle without the proper community pushing you, driving you, speaking the same language. Right? We're going to speak the language of mental performance. We're going to speak the language of mindset. All right? It's going to be a language you speak. It's going to be a language you think about. It's going to be a language you dream in. And that's the goal. Because it's not just about baseball here. Building these skills is going to set you up for life. And that's what fires me up the most too. Is your folks looking at you just going like, good Lord, this kid is locked in. And we're not even talking about baseball. We're talking about clothes hung up, room clean, chores done, eating healthy. Holy cow, I'm excited for this kid to move on to college. Not, oh my God, I'm so nervous of my child going to college. They're going to be a nightmare. And I hear that all the time from parents. So it's our job as a community to help each other build this. Because I know for a fact, even up here in Victoria, I don't know what it's like other places. It's not the physical that doesn't keep kids in college, right? It's not I wasn't good enough to play there. If you're there, even walking on, you're good enough to play there. It's the mental. It's the boxes you didn't learn how to check. Like you go to the next level. Again, Eddie said this. He's like, your motor needs to run at a different level, and it needs to run nonstop. It needs to run nonstop. You go to practice pace is different. Okay, you need to go. Everything happens fast. Warm up here. Check this. You need to know what you're doing. You're given a practice plan before. You need to be locked in. You need to know where you need to be. Pitchers are over here. Catchers are over here. You're doing this. You're doing this 10 times. Boom, now you got class. Boom, after class, or now you got to study, and then you got to hit the gym, and then you got to eat right, and then you got to get your sleep, and you got to stay hydrated. Mom and dad aren't there. They're not there to help you, and you have to learn how to do this on your own. Okay. We don't have to do it on our own right now. We're learning. We're laying the foundation for success when you do leave the house. All right. And that's the fun part is, and it's hard. It's hard to measure sometimes this performance because it's like watching yourself grow in the mirror. It's like looking at yourself every day in the mirror. You do not really see the progress because you're in it so much. All right. And that's where this process comes involved. You have to trust your process. And if you're checking the boxes every day, if you're doing everything that this program has for real, you're gonna be a savage. Doesn't take much to be successful nowadays because everybody's so damn mediocre, and it's okay to be mediocre, but it's not if you have these goals. Okay. So we're going to wrap it up there. Boys, do you have any questions? No? Oh, no, Kale's got no questions. Sammy, you going surfing today? No? All right. I'm excited. So, with that being said, and everybody watching this recording, all right, here are the steps. You got the email. Go into the email, read it, digest it. Join the Slack group. Go through the Slack channels. Build your schedule based on the Slack. Okay? Put in AM form in the morning. Set a notification. Put in when I got up. Hit the check mark. Put in check Slack at 10 a.m. or whatever it is. Whatever time you need to check the Slack. Is there an assignment in there? put in your Zoom. All right, we're summer break here, and this is why I'm pushing. This is why I'm loading y'all up, because we're on summer break right now. We got time to do this stuff. So this is a priority. Parents, join the Slack group, please. I'm not asking a lot, but I'm asking you to join and take part in this community. And I know parents are busy. I know everybody's got stuff going on. We will slowly get this into part of the routine, okay? Because I just see this being a powerful tool with us all working together and keeping each other accountable. All right. So with that being said, smell you later.